Yo, how's it going, guys and girls? My name's Chris and welcome to my channel, CSM Investing. Let's just make this intro short and sweet. So, we're just going to be talking about what we're actually going to be discussing in this video today. And that is, what is savings, what is investing, what are the differences, what are the benefits, what are the weaknesses, what I do, and then, as usual, my final thoughts. Nice and easy, right? But before we get into any of that, please do realise that I'm not a financial advisor, and anything that I do say, please take with a pinch of salt. And since you're all here, I hope you enjoyed the video. So, what is savings? Simply put, savings is income that's not spent or deferred consumption. Obviously, there are a number of ways that you can actually save, and this can be done by reducing your bills. That way, say if you get a good deal on your electricity bill, you can then put that extra bit of cash away into your savings. Or it can be done through, after all your expenditures have gone out, you save what is left. Nice and simple, right? So now that you know a little bit into the background of saving, let's flip the coin on its head and talk about investing. So investing is allocating money with the expectation of making that original amount of money grow. This can be done through owning assets or a physical object that will actually appreciate or generate some income passively. There are several ways that you can do this. This can be through cryptocurrencies, individual stocks, index funds, or even through real estate. Now that we know a little bit into both of these, let's talk about the differences between the both. Well, usually with saving, you tend to hold it in cash in a safe at home, or you have it sitting in a bank, increasing gradually over the year with a tiny bit of interest. I would say that saving is very important if you're looking at starting up a business. In the beginning stages of investing, and if you're looking to actually have a mortgage. Obviously, you also need savings when you're creating an emergency fund. Saving can teach people discipline. Stay with me here. I know it sounds a bit weird, but it's true. If you have money sat in your bank and you know that you're not allowed to touch it and you never do, you are a very strong-willed individual, as us as humans are now programmed to consume. And usually to save, you tend to have to work for the money. Now, I know that sounds kind of obvious, but you'll understand why I've said this in a minute. Investing is putting that money that you have saved up to work, creating you more money. So you don't work for it, it works for you. If you're smart enough, you're able to create this endless loop of passive income and appreciating wealth through assets. Now, there are plenty of differences between these two things, other than the ones that we have already discussed. And one of these things is the difference in varied of risk. Now, when you're saving, it is very low risk. And this is because banks will actually, say if they go under, they will cover you up to £85,000 due to being covered by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. Now, when you're investing, the risk is varied and it is due to you as the investor, on how much risk you want to take on. As if you throw all of your money at one stock that you've never done any research on, of course, that will be classified as very, very, very high risk and very, very goddamn stupid. But if you actually become diversified and you do all your research into stocks and you know that the company that you are actually invested in will go up over time, make sure that it's long term, it's not just short term, because what's the point in short term gains? You want them long term gains. Then the risk is slightly less. Well, I say slightly less compared to the other part. I mean, the risk is less than what we've just discussed, but it's still slightly higher than holding it in a bank. But the increase in gains is worth it. Another difference would be such thing as the variety of choice that you have. As when you're saving, you only have such things as a bank account, saving bonds, or keeping it in cash. Whereas with investing, we've already spoke on different types of ways that you can actually invest, and you can see that most of the ones that you actually are investing in will give you maximum gains through interest, compounding your money, stuff like that. And talking about realizing your maximum gains, there's another difference between saving and investing, and that would be the safest play that you can make in investing is what? It's going to be investing in index funds. Now, say if you invested in an index fund that tracks the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies in America. You've heard me say this over and over if you watch my channel, but yes, it gives you an annual return of 7.5%. Now, clearly, that's a lot better than any bank can offer. With the good, of course, there's going to be some bad. And when it comes to saving, we've already talked about that you don't get much interest on your money. But specifically, when you put your money in the bank, how do you think the banks make money? They go out and invest the money that you have given them so that they can have money in their pocket. So why would you give them your money so that they can go out and do what you should be doing? You get no interest on the money that you're actually given, or that you're actually putting in there. None. It's like 0.01%. It is stupid. Whereas these lot are making 7.5% annually. If that's what they're doing, investing in index funds, they might be investing in riskier stocks. I don't know. But they're making more money on top of your money than you are giving it to the bank. The safer option is to actually invest, in my own opinion, of course. Now, the major disadvantage of investing is you are at the whims of the overall market. Now, when I say this, I mean, say if you have a stock like Tesla. Now, Tesla is at the top of its game at the moment. They're doing so well. But what happens if one day a new company comes along and it says we can offer cleaner energy cars at more affordable prices? What happens then? Tesla's stock starts to go down. Obviously, because you are in love with Tesla, you still believe in them, you're holding on. But all I see, or anyone else sees, is that downward trajectory. You need to understand that nothing lasts forever. There is one day going to be someone who will come along and knock Tesla off that pedestal. Now, I love Tesla, I'm invested in Tesla, but we all know in reality what will happen one day. Now, we have come to the part of the video where I'm about to talk about what I actually do. Now, you don't have to copy and paste my method, as yes, it does work for me, but it might not actually work for you. So just find out what you want and then go do it. So when it comes to saving, I believe saving should only be done if you're saving up for a mortgage, like a home that you want to actually live in, or when you're saving up for a mortgage on a rental property. Whereas when it comes to investing, every last bit of my money that doesn't go on bills, food or rent is going into my index fund that's on Vanguard, my individual stock portfolio that is on Trading 212, and my crypto portfolio that is on Coinbase. Now, as I said, this might not be for everyone, but obviously I don't go out much. All I want to do is realise maximum gains and try and profit as much as I can throughout my early years so that I can retire at a younger age rather than at 55 or 65. Obviously, when I do tend to retire, I will have several side hustles so that it keeps me busy. But working like from 6 in the morning till 9 in the night, that isn't what I want. But I know that I have to work hard to be able to do this. So I don't go out partying, I don't go out drinking, I don't go out smoking. Obviously, every now and then, me and my missus have a date night, or I might meet up with my friends. But my main goal is to be financially free. Final thoughts here are that obviously investing and saving both have their perks and flaws, but no one can decide what you should do. Only you can do that. I've given you all of this information. Now you go out there and decide what you actually want to do. I'm Chris. Thanks for coming to my channel. Peace.